Okay, so we had our doctor's appointment yesterday, and what I was thinking actually happened. We're having identical twins. Oh my God! Look. So we have twin A and twin B. And since we know that we transferred a female embryo, because we did all of the PGS and PGD testing before we transferred, we know that they're both girls and they're going to be identical. So we're so excited, so thrilled. I'm still like reeling. But also, I'm really kind of pissed because my husband, I'm sorry, my dog is going a little crazy. Finley, come here. Come here. My husband had stopped filming. Okay, take 3. My husband had stopped filming when they had said that we were having twins, and I'm really mad that we didn't catch that on film. So I'm going to tell you what happened. She had been focused on baby A for a very long time, and she's like, "Here, this is how much she's measuring. This is probably the head, because I mean, looks like a little gummy bear, right?" So so after a while, he stops filming because he's like, "Oh, okay, well, I've got 5 minutes of film on just this little embryo, and I'll stop filming." So then all of a sudden I said, "Well, thank goodness it's not twins." And she was like, "Well, what makes you think it would have been twins?" And I said, "Well, first of all, my beta was really high. Not that that means anything, because I know people with high betas have single babies, and people with low betas have twins, so that doesn't always mean twins." And I was like, "But I have also been just so tired, like way more tired than I was during my first trimester with my son. And it's been almost like, can't get it. Like I feel exhausted most of the time, like can't even like hardly get out of bed in the morning." And she was like, "Well, what would you have done if it was twins?" And I was like, "We'd be happy either way, but I mean, twins are twins. That's a lot of work. That one baby's a lot of work too." Whew. And she goes, "Well, here's baby number 2." And she moved the wand and showed us the second baby. And so I put this on my last video, but there's like 4 seconds of me going, "Are you serious? Are you serious?"
So
No, are you serious? And I looked at my husband and I said, "Why aren't you filming this?" I said, "Are you serious?" And I think I screamed a lot. And so after the shock of that was gone, we, got our stuff together, and then we called my parents. Well, I really think the universe was against us, because I did my very first time like doing the recording of the screen, and I called my parents so that I could get their reaction. And I said, "Oh, we don't have any girls on our side of the family." So I called my dad and I said, "Dad, you know how you wanted a granddaughter?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, now you're having 2. And he's like, "Oh my gosh." But there's no sound to it. My phone did not record any sound. So my mom is all excited, my dad is all excited, but we don't have any sounds. so none of our video worked when we found out we were having twins, and I wish it had, because it would have been hilarious. So yeah, I'm feeling very tired. I feel nauseous at night. I am working a lot, which is great. I just feel very blessed and excited to finally be pregnant. This is, 3 years we've been trying to have a child, and it's finally happening, and now we're having twins. And yeah, we already have names picked out, and it's great, and I can't wait to get to hold them in my arms. I feel like once we reach past the first trimester and the 20-week mark, when that's where we lost our first, I'll start feeling a lot more settled. So yeah, I just feel really, really good about everything. Quite literally, all I've been able to eat for dinner is like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, because the smell of meat or vegetables or anything makes me very nauseous. So kind of been sticking to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and fruit. Fruit's been very helpful during the first trimester. I've been eating a lot of fruit.
Here we are with the last shot.
Last shot. What? 12 and a half weeks of shots in the butt. Oh, you know what I gotta do?
Organize that drawer.
Well, yeah. But you know what else I have to do?
What?
Ice my bottom.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting ready for the last shot. Yeah. So excited that I don't have to do this anymore. Ugh. Alrighty. Let me get the ice out. You can stop videotaping. Alrighty. I don't know. This is my. You gotta go on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
That's my butt. This is my
Right.
my last shot.
All right, you ready? Tell me when you're recording.
I'm recording.
Oh. The last one.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh. I'm really bad at this without my little handle thing. I'm like the worst YouTuber ever. I don't think I've YouTubed anything.
All right.
Okay.
You
Go.
ready?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Stretch. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus Christ. Felt that.
Good to go.
Oh, mother of pearl. Did you do it?
Done.
Oh, God.
Last shot.
Oh, that hurt. Is it bleeding?
No, it's not bleeding. You get a little oil coming out though.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
here's
I got
the-
that out.
Thank you. Whew. That one's done.
Yeah, well, this needle's actually not straight. This needle's actually curved. I saw it when I was like.
Why
about
didn't you
stick
ask
it
me
in.
to put another needle on?
Well, it's still sharp.
We have like 500 needles. We're going to the maternal fetal medical doctor because I'm having twins. They're mono di, which means they share the same placenta, but they're in different amniotic sacs. So twin A has a cyst on her neck, and they said it could be a couple of things. We ruled out the possibility of it being a chromosomal abnormality because we had all of our embryos PGS and PGD tested. So if it is a chromosomal abnormality, then we have some words with our genetic counselor and doctors. But so we kind of ruled that out, that it is not a genetic disorder. They said 3 things could happen. It could go away on its own, which is what we're praying for. That she could miscarry, or that it's a twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome, which is that because the blood is going back and forth, one twin could have more blood and another twin could have less blood. And so they're just going to monitor me more closely. There's really nothing I can do about it. There's nothing to be done. I have another doctor's appointment next week, and then I go back to my maternal fetal medical doctor the following week. So it's just really, it's really scary and frustrating because you just want everything to be perfect, especially when you're having twins. It's a lot. A lot of things could go wrong when you're having twins, and I want everything to go smoothly. I mean, I know everybody wants everything to go smoothly with any pregnancy. It's taken us such a long time to get here. So we'll just keep monitoring and keep checking, and there's really nothing I can do.
So I was driving to a friend's baby shower this afternoon. I was literally like 2 blocks from my house, and this guy hit me while I was at a stoplight. He must have been doing about 40. No brakes, nothing. And he hit me, and I hit the car in front of me. And I saw his airbag deploy, and I freaked out, and it was very scary. It knocked the wind out of me. I have whiplash, which is why I'm laying on an ice pack. And I just sat in my car, and I just started crying, like, hysterically. And the woman that I hit, her 15-year-old son was actually driving, and she was so nice, and she came over and she just was hugging me, and she's like, "Oh, it's okay." And I was like, "I'm pregnant." And she was like, it's okay. And her son was amazing, and he called 911. He called the hospital. He called the police, and I guess her husband was head of the medical staff of whatever, so like head of all of the paramedics and everything. So he came onto the scene, and they took my vitals and everything, and then they asked me if I want to go to the hospital, and I said I did want to go to the hospital, but I didn't want to go in an ambulance. So after they got the police report and everything, my husband took me to the hospital, not so much for my neck, but for the babies, because I was just terrified of losing my babies, or anything happening to them. So we went to Winnie Palmer, and they saw me pretty quickly, and everything was good, and the heartbeats were good. So I'm just home resting now, and just really terrifying, because just the thought that I might lose my babies is just, it's just really scary. And I don't want that to ever happen again. It's probably one of the scarier moments of my life. I've been in a car accident before, but this one was rough because it came out of nowhere, and I hadn't braced myself at all. So just don't text and drive. It's pretty scary.